How does Anselm Kiefer address German identity in his art? If you're curious about how Anselm Kiefer tackles the complex and often fraught topic of German identity through his art, you're about to delve into a fascinating and thought-provoking world. Born in 1945, just as World War II was ending, Anselm Kiefer grew up in a Germany grappling with the aftermath of the Nazi era. His art is a direct response to this tumultuous history. Kiefer's work is deeply rooted in the concept of Vergangenheitsbewältigung, or coming to terms with the past, which was a significant challenge for post-war Germany. One of Kiefer's earliest and most provocative works is the Occupation series from 1969. In these photographs, Kiefer is seen giving the Nazi salute in various locations around Germany. This was not just a shocking gesture, but a deliberate attempt to confront the suppressed memories of the Nazi era. By doing this, Kiefer forced Germans to face the dark aspects of their recent history that many were trying to forget. Kiefer's later works transitioned from photography to large-scale paintings and sculptures that explore German mythology, the German landscape, and the remnants of the Third Reich. His paintings often feature imagery like train tracks and Nazi architecture, which are powerful reminders of the Holocaust. These works are not just about depicting history but about making it palpable and overwhelming, so viewers cannot ignore the weight of the past. Kiefer also delves into the intersection of myth and history, particularly how German mythology was distorted by the Nazi regime. For example, his work often references the concept of Blut und Boden, blood and soil, which was a central ideology of the Third Reich. By revisiting these themes, Kiefer highlights how these myths were manipulated to justify the regime's atrocities. The artist's use of materials like straw, ash, clay, and lead adds a tactile and almost visceral quality to his work. These materials symbolize the destruction and decay that resulted from the war and the Nazi regime. For instance, his painting Marguerite, inspired by Paul Celan's poem Todesfuge, Death Fugue, uses oil and straw on canvas to convey the horrors of the Holocaust. Kiefer's approach is not about exonerating himself or the German people but about standing within the messiness of history and acknowledging the past. He assumes a position of guilt and responsibility, which is evident in his works that feature himself in various roles, sometimes in his father's military uniform. This self-accusation is a way of confronting the collective guilt of the German people. In the mid-1980s, Kiefer's themes expanded to include the role of Judaism in German culture and the broader fate of art and culture. His work continues to argue with the past, addressing taboo and controversial issues head-on. By doing so, Kiefer ensures that the dark aspects of German history are not forgotten but are instead confronted and understood. Kiefer's art is a call to remember and to learn from the past, rather than to forget or ignore it. His works serve as a reminder that history is not just a series of events but a living, breathing part of our present and future. By engaging with these difficult themes, Kiefer helps us understand the complexities of German identity and the ongoing struggle to come to terms with a troubled past.